everybody. We do have a few more people trickling in, so we'll give it just a minute before we get started. But thank you very much for joining us. And just to let everybody know, we are recording this. So if you want to refer back to it at a later time, you can. Or if you know somebody that missed this call, we are be happy to share it with them as well.
Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Katie. April, you want me to get started? Oh, shall we wait a couple minutes?
No, go ahead and get started.
Great. Well, thank you, April May. It was nice of you to invite me to come along on your little cruise on the Icon presentation tonight. I'm here in Chicagoland with very ugly weather today. So looking at this beautiful picture takes me away to the Caribbean. I'm Katie Canizero. I am April May's rep here in Chicago for Royal Caribbean. So thank you for joining us. And I just wanted to spend a little time this evening telling you about this amazing new ship that we have at Royal Caribbean, and that April May has some exclusive rates on it due to her agency's Dream Vacations and her relationship with us at Royal Caribbean. So brand new ship, 7,000 passengers. I think the first sailing was the end of January. So she's probably on her 8th or 9th sailing this week with passengers. She's had quite a busy couple weeks with spring break. The ship has been full to capacity. The first 5 to 6 sailings, we only sailed with around 2/3 of the passengers on it. So the ship holds 7,000 guests. Sorry, my dog is wanting to come in. 7,000 guests. So think about a ship with 7,000 guests on it and all the amazing things there are for you to do. There is something for everyone. It's literally a floating city. You can have thrills all day long of going to the water park, going to the shows, or you could just chill in Hideaway, which is our adults only section, or chill up in the Overlook Bar in the front of the ship with a cocktail or a cup of coffee and a book. Your vacation is really however you would like to do it. So I'm going to have a couple slides with some information on the brand new Icon of the Seas, and then we can take some questions. Here's a little video. Oh, it makes me want to dance.
Don't you know I don't? That's right. I want it. I'm moving to the beat of my own drum. My squad be killing it. You know we get it done. Yeah, you know we got that. Yeah, you know we got that power. Yeah, you know we got that. Yeah, you know we got that power.
Wow, if that doesn't make you cruise, I don't know. So many different things for you to do and enjoy on this ship. So as I said, it's around 7,000 guests. It can hold with lots of options for 3 and 4 guests in a cabin. If you want to bring your children or bring your siblings and your friends, lots of options for staterooms, which I'll talk about in a couple minutes. But yeah, these are just some great little tidbits on it. This is the first of a brand new class of ship. For those of you that have sailed Royal Caribbean before, we do have the Oasis class of ships, which are also big, large ships, 6,000 passengers. There are 5 of them, with the 6th to come for the Utopia of the Seas this summer. But if you've sailed on those, you kind of understand Royal Caribbean's neighborhood concept. And that's where there's just various neighborhoods throughout the ship for all of our guests to enjoy whatever they want to do on their cruise vacation. So as you can see for the Icon, there are 8 neighborhoods. Thrill Island is so fun. There is a full water park, category 6, with 6 water slides, all complimentary and included in your price of the cruise. I sailed on the ship with my 3 teenagers, and they absolutely loved the water park. Loved all the different slides and things to do. Then Surfside is a new neighborhood to Royal Caribbean. This is really geared towards families and little children. It's off the back of the ship. It has its own adult pool as well as kid pool, a great lounge. And then what's fun back here is there's lots of different food, complimentary food concepts. There is, you know, a Surfside Bites, a Surfside Eatery, where you can find a whole Sunday bar, lots and lots of complimentary options of food throughout the ship. Then you have Chill Island, that's 7 pools on this ship. You will never not find a lounge chair. There's also the Hideaway, which is our new adults only, 18 and over, to go back in this beautiful 2-deck experience on the back of the ship. So the sunsets and the sailaways are just awesome. Now, kind of new to Royal Caribbean is the Aqua Dome. Our Oasis class of ships have an aqua theater on the back of the ship, which the water show, the aqua show, is not to be missed. We've moved this to the front of the ship on the Icon and put it indoors. That makes the show just unreal. And also a little tidbit, in front of the Aqua Dome is called the Overlook Lounge. Nobody really realizes it's there, so there's no one ever there. It's a beautiful space with floor to ceiling windows, with a coffee bar as well as bar for beverages. There's also the Aqua Market in here, which is eateries, all complimentary. So don't forget to check out the Aqua Dome. It is really something new and different. We have a suite neighborhood with 2 restaurants, only for our suite guests, complimentary. If you're interested in a suite, April May can help you with those pricing. The Royal Promenade is unreal. Royal Caribbean's really known for our Royal Promenade. It goes down the middle of almost all of our ships. Here on the Icon, it's 2 stories. It also is long ways of the ship and wide width too, with, excuse me, both sides opening to the ocean. My favorite thing on the Icon is called the Pearl, and you walk up through this amazing pearl. You've probably seen, if you've seen any social media on the Icon, it's a great gathering point, a great photo place for Instagram and stuff. But if you walk up the steps in the middle of the pearl that's changing all these colors and all these beautiful panels, is called the Pearl Cafe. It's kind of a hidden gem. I loved it. It's open 24 hours. It has all kinds of complimentary grab and go snacks, great coffees, just a fun place. I still to this day and miss the oatmeal. I want to write our chef that does all of our food for many of the ships to ask him how he made this oatmeal. I loved it every morning, going there, sitting there, watching the ocean. It was just unreal. And then we have Central Park, which has some different restaurants and different bars, live plants throughout another area of the ship. So those are kind of the neighborhoods. Here's just a little more picture, a couple more pictures of them. You have the Thrill Island and Surfside with that amazing water park. You have Flow Rider, all complimentary. Flow Rider's our surf simulator. Great sports court there that has pickleball and basketball. We did put a new ride, or what I want to call on this, called Crown's Edge, where you can actually walk the plank. There is a small fee for this because only one person can do it at a time, but everything else on Thrill Island is complimentary. Here's some more pictures of these slides. Unreal. And I love the shot of the sports court. You can see the pickleball. There's always all types of tournaments going on, or just pickup games. Here's the new Surfside neighborhood I talked about. Great for families, but again, just a great place to go eat, hang out. There is, if anyone's interested in bringing their children, in that Surfside, we are running family programming. So we have a great Adventure Ocean and great teen club programs and areas on the Icon. But in addition to that, on Surfside, we're actually having some of our Adventure Ocean staff, including Admiral Awesome, out there entertaining the kids. They do a baby shark party. They do nighttime stuff. There's a band. I saw a magician out there. So lots of things for all ages, really. Here's another aerial shot. 7 pools, as I said. The Hideaway is the adults only. Lots of chills, so really up to you what you want. Lime and Coconut is one of our signature bars on our ships outside. This one, it's 2 stories, and they actually have a frozen cocktail bar on top. There is the Swim and Tonic, which is our first swim up bar. You can see on this screen where you can swim up and have a drink at the bar. And here's the Hideaway. This originally wasn't going to be our adults only. And once we took delivery of the ship and the ship came over from Europe, this space is perfect for the 18 and over. It has a suspended infinity pool. It's just unreal. There's a DJ. It's very clubby. There's a bar, 2 stories, but the views, look at this view of the sunset. It's just unreal because it's off the back of the ship. So great area for adults only, 18 and over. Here's all of the different pools. They're kind of spread out. We want people in different areas. When we want people vacationing and enjoying themselves in all these different areas. This is a good shot you can see of the Aqua Dome that I was talking about. So inside that neighborhood is that overlook bar all around the front here, which is just, as I said, 2 3-story windows. Great little hidden gem there. Central Park is one of the neighborhoods, as I said, with some very cute restaurants and nightlife. We have a new jazz and blues bar that we don't have on our other ships. It's going to be located in Central Park. And then our first Bubbles, which is our champagne bar. There's actually a Bubbles to go window that is quite popular there in Central Park. Here's these windows. It's just beautiful up there. Very nice getaway to kind of get out of the heat, go enjoy the beautiful views and have a cocktail. Here's another picture of that overlook lounge. And then this is the Aqua Dome, the show. It's unreal, the Aqua Show. You have trapeze artists, you have synchronized swimming, lots of stuff going on. Get there early. All of our shows are complimentary. We do ask for reservations just so you can kind of with crowd control a little bit, but you can do all that on the app once you're on the ship or before as well. Here's a picture of that lounge I was telling you, the Park Cafe that I just love. Look at those windows. Imagine sitting there having your coffee. So we have new Dueling Pianos bar, lots of nightlife off of the Royal Promenade. Our pub is there, our lounge, Boleros, which is our Latin theme lounge, lots going on there. So as I said, we have many, many different categories of staterooms for you to choose from. Sorry, my dog. And so many are built for, as I said, families or 3 and 4 friends in a stateroom. Lots to choose from with beautiful views. There's different suites. Here's one of our suites. There are 2 restaurants if you do choose to stay in the suite neighborhood. There's also, back to the staterooms, we have balcony staterooms available where there's a beautiful balcony. We have infinite balcony staterooms also, which actually give you a little more square footage. The balcony is actually inside the stateroom with the window that goes down halfway. It's like a little 2 chairs, 2 lounge chairs and a table. It really gives you a lot of extra room. I sailed in one of those and I really enjoyed it because I love seeing the ocean and hearing the ocean, but it really gave me a lot more room inside the stateroom for us to have a glass of wine in the evening or coffee in the morning. Has curtains that closes, so it was just extra room, a little privacy inside of the stateroom. And those are called infinite balcony. Then we have some ocean view, which are just a window, and we have some interior staterooms that don't have a window. Some people really like those. They're good, well priced. So if you're on a budget, one of those might be great for you. And then we have some neighborhood balcony rooms. April May can help you with whatever you need to kind of figure out what would be the best for you. So here's just some of our bars we have. I've talked a lot about these. Dueling Pianos was so much fun. Really crowded in the evenings, everyone getting into it. Lou's Jazz and Blues is new to us. Lots of amazing music coming out of there. The 1400 Lobby Bar is new as well. Great cocktails with views of the ocean right off the Royal Promenade, known for its martinis. And the Lemon Post is in the back of the ship on the surf side. And then here's just some other options. But look, so many things. There's also a full concert hall on here, music hall. This is my second favorite place on the ship. We went there to see Phoenix, which is a band out of Vegas. And you feel like you are at a rock concert. It's a great venue. It's down on deck 3. It's next to the casino. We have a full casino on here. So that is a really, really fun dance venue. That turns into the disco also in the evenings after the bands are finished. We have a full sports bar. We also have our comedy club where you'll be able to see a great comedian. Almost every night there's a comedian. And then karaoke as well as our Latin theme bar. So you will never be bored. Lots of dining. As I said, there's many, many complimentary dining menus on this ship. But if you did want to enjoy one of our specialty restaurants, you can if you would like. We have a sushi restaurant that you can enjoy for just a small cover charge, these specialty restaurants. Empire Supper Club is a 2-hour dining experience paired with 7 courses and 7 cocktails. Go there hungry and thirsty. So those are some of our specialty restaurants. But then complimentary, here's the Surfside Eatery I was telling you about, Surfside Bites. Base Camp is up off of the Hideaway that has some great food there. This Aqua Dome Market is just brand new to us and I love it. Lots of options, lots of grab and go if you want to take something, go out by the pool or sit here and enjoy. We also have our complimentary Mexican restaurant off the pool, El Loco Fresh, which has great food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then we also have the Windjammer, which is our buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then the main dining room each evening, each guest is assigned to a table there where you could enjoy an amazing 3-course meal, all complimentary. That is our main dining room. These are the 2 restaurants in the suite neighborhood, the Grove, which is outdoor, and Coastal Kitchen. So if you did stay in a suite, you have these restaurants complimentary. Now let's talk a little bit about entertainment because Royal Caribbean is really known for entertainment. We have a full Broadway show, The Wizard of Oz, complimentary on the Icon. So that is offered a couple of times during the week, either in the afternoon or in the evening, so you get to enjoy it. It's an amazing production of The Wizard of Oz with a full orchestra. I've never quite seen any type of Broadway play as good as this is at sea. Then Show Band is our second show. Whoops, going the wrong way. So there'll always be 2 shows for you to enjoy in our main theater. Here are our 2 water shows, the Aqua Show, Aqua Action, or Pirates versus Mermaids. Again, amazing trapeze artists, divers, synchronized swimmers, just really unbelievable. Then we have an ice skating rink on the ship as well, Absolute Zero. And Starburst is the ice show. Ice show, I saw it 3 times. It was that good. Then also Once Upon a Time was not ready when I was there, but that is on now as well. And during the day, if you want to, you can go and rent ice skates and enjoy our ice skating rink. So that is all I have, kind of a summary of everything that's offered on the ship. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. And April May has a few slides to share with us. And then I'm here to answer any questions you might have on the amazing Icon of the Seas.
All right. Thank you very much, Katie. That was wonderful information. And I'm even more excited about getting to sail in a few months. Let me share here. All right. And so with that, I will be sailing Icon of the Seas, and you do have the chance to sail with me on November 23rd. So that is the week of Thanksgiving. So if you would like to ditch the dishes and join us and have somebody else cook for you, we have some great pricing. And if you need to relax from all of that family time, we also have an escape available on the 30th of November with some great pricing. So we can save up to $3,100 versus booking with Royal Caribbean Direct by booking with Getaway with April May. So our first sailing on November 23rd, we have Surfside Family View balconies. So you get to enjoy all of those wonderful spaces and eateries in Surfside that Katie just talked about for $3,535.68. And that is per cabin with 2 adults. To book an inside guarantee cabin, because the Surfside is sold out on RoyalCaribbean.com, it is just under $6,700. So quite a bit of savings on that sailing. And if you want to join us on the November 30th sailing, we have multiple from inside cabins up to balcony cabins, and our inside cabins are starting at just over $2,200, whereas booking direct with Royal Caribbean is just over $4,400. And again, I do have some ocean view and ocean view balcony staterooms available on that sailing if you prefer to have windows or a balcony. So with that, I think everybody has my contact information. If not, you can call me, email me, book on my website to get that great pricing. So I will leave that up there while we take questions in case anybody wants to jot down my information.
Yeah, that is great pricing. And a great time to get away when the weather's starting to turn and winter is upon us. But not in the Caribbean. And another thing I should mention, both those itineraries that April May has goes to our private island, A Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is just an absolute, an amazing day. And it's set up kind of similar to the ship with your thrills and chills. If you want to chill all day and hang out at the Oasis Lagoon, have a drink, have something to eat, and just relax, you can. If you want the thrills, there's a water park on the island. There's many things you can do to really have a thrilling day, but just a great island experience. Do we have any questions in the chat box? Or would anybody like to unmute and ask questions about the ship?
I have a question about the ship.
Yes.
Okay. I've sailed with Royal Caribbean a couple of times on the, once on Symphony and once on Harmony. And they were pretty close to being at capacity. And I never felt like I was too crowded on the ship. There seemed like for it to be almost a fully capacitated ship, there was still a lot of room to move around. So even though the ship isn't as big as Icon, you still didn't have to worry about like everything being too crowded. And I'm just kind of wondering, with having 1,300 more passengers plus more crew on board, since you've sailed on Icon, I know it's a couple stories bigger, it's definitely wider and longer. In your experience, is it similar to other ships where you don't feel like it's overcrowded? Like the buffets are usually going to be kind of busy, and everybody wants to see the shows. And I'm just assuming that some of these venues are a little bit bigger to compensate for the more people. I mean, I know it's a bigger ship and there's more people, but you still get that feeling where you're not overcrowded on Icon of the Seas.
Yes. That I'm so glad. I love the ships you sailed on. I love the Oasis class. And that's why I brought up the comparison between them. The whole neighborhood concept, I think, is what really is genius and makes everyone somewhere on the ship experiencing something different. So that cruising used to be that everybody was either in the dining room having dinner or in the theater watching the show. And now with so much going on. Now, I do think the big difference with the Icon too is there's almost more complimentary food kind of everywhere throughout the ship. So that does make the Windjammer not as crowded. And I feel like things are kind of tucked away more on the Icon. You have to go downstairs and to the casino and the the rock concert hall is kind of tucked away in a whole nother area. The whole kids club, Adventure Ocean, everything is down underneath the Surfside area. So it doesn't, I feel like the Oasis, the neighborhoods kind of flow together. Here, the neighborhoods are separate, which really, really helps you not feel the crowds. I did not feel the crowds at all. The only time that was really, the Aqua Theater is smaller than on the Oasis class. So that's just my little point. If you want to see those Aqua shows, just get there early so you can get a seat. It's not smaller, it's enclosed, but there's less seating, I guess is what I should say. That's the only thing that I kind of thought to myself, like, this show's so amazing. This show's going to be really popular. So they're going to have to offer it more so that you don't have standing room only. I like to sit down when I see the entertainment. So if you do want to see that Aqua show, either one of them, get there early so you can get a seat.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about the theater size as well because, you know, as long as there's enough seating to be able to see the show once on your cruise, because like I said, there's more people, you can only make a theater so big. So that does make sense. And I'll just put a little thing out there about the private island. The times I've been there, once it was still kind of half constructed, the other time it was almost fully finished. And the service level that you get at that island is on par with what you get on the ship as well. The food's delicious, the entertainment was really good, and that's one of the highlights for me for Royal
Oh, I'm
Caribbean.
so glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah, and now, so what we've done with the Icon is actually on the Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. Both of them go call on perfect day. And we did have to expand the island some because the Icon's so big and it could, two ships can be a perfect day at a time. So just this January, we finished Hideaway Beach Club, which is an adults only. There is a charge for that. I've seen it in around 39 to 59. That's where I've seen it at per day, but it's all day. We really did a great job. It is such a fun party vibe with a huge pool, huge area of the ocean and beach, swim up bar, DJs, another bar that has a band. I mean, it's really, really a fun party atmosphere. It's 18 and over.
Gotcha.
All right, good. Any other questions? Thank you for your tidbits on sailing us before in your questions. April, May really does have, because of Dream Vacation, some great pricing. So take advantage of that, of those, of the pricing with her. And if the Icon isn't for you, there we have 25 other ships that sail around the world that we'd love to have you work with April, May and find that perfect vacation for you. Maybe a European cruise, maybe Alaska. Cruise is a great way to see Alaska. We have 4 ships each summer that do Alaska. Lots of different Caribbean options. And our brand new Utopia of the Seas, which is the 6th Oasis class, which will start sailing in July, which is doing 3 and 4 night cruises to Perfect Day into Nassau. So lots of options for you at Royal Caribbean.
All right. Well, we didn't get any questions in the chat, so I think we are good. Katie, thank you very much for your time and information. This was great. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining. If you have additional questions, please reach out and we will get back to you with those answers.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Hope to see you on board. Have a great evening.
Thanks.